We're now taking a look on the political situation in Thailand. Over 10,000 red-shirt people gathered at the Rajaprasong intersection on Thursday to commemorate the crackdown on their peers a year ago. At 4:30 p.m., the demonstrators occupied the Rajaprasong road from the Four Seasons Hotel to part2 intersection and on the Rama 1 road. They occupied the road from Chitlom intersection to Henry Dunong intersection. Special Branch Police said there were about 10,000 demonstrators at 4:30 p.m. The United Front of Democracy Against Dictatorship, or the Red Shirt Movement, invite 92 Buddhist monks to chant pray for the souls of 92 people killed during the crackdown on May 19, 2010. Red Shirt leaders who have applied for the July 3rd election and who have not came in the full force to join the ceremony. Nattawut Saigur, a Pheu Thai party list candidate, said he would hold his Red Shirt leading role and concentrate on election campaigns. As part of the campaigns, he would call for justice for the 92 people killed in the crackdown. UDD acting chairwoman said the Red Shirt movement and Pheu Thai would fight in parallel for democracy. She noted that the Red Shirt movement has more control over Pheu Thai through the Red Shirt leaders who have applied as election candidates.
Yesterday, our reporters had a chance to talk to Mr. Brad Adams, the Asia Director of Human Rights Watch, about the Red Shirt protest.
Well, I think that there's been a long problem with impunity in Thailand. In other words, people committing human rights abuses and getting away with it because they wear a uniform, whether it's an army or a police uniform. But it was made more problematic this last year because the government was essentially put into power by the army. And the government is a little bit powerless with respect to the army. The government is not able to put soldiers on trial, I don't think. I think the army would not allow that. And so that's probably a red line for the army. And the army really is the most powerful institution in the country right now. It's not the civilian government. Maybe that will change after the next election, but I think it was unlikely that the government was going to be able to prosecute without permission from the army, and I don't think the army has given that permission.
Well, since you said that, mentioned that now that we are having a general election coming up on July 3rd, do you think that it is the answer to the deep-seated conflict?
I haven't met anybody in Thailand who thinks that the election will resolve the conflict between Thaksin and the red shirts on the one side and the Democrats and the army and related people on the other side. In most countries where there's this kind of conflict, elections are the way to resolve the political crisis, but we've already been through this where elections have taken place and the winning party has been disqualified, and there have been large-scale protests. And I think there's reasons to be concerned that the same thing will happen this time. I certainly hope that won't happen. I would like to think that whoever wins the election in a free and fair election will be allowed to govern, as democracy requires, and that the losers will accept it if they lose in a free and fair election.
Right.
But I'm not sure that's where Thailand is right now.
We'd like to thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Well, still on the same issue, we have a report on Red Shirt 1-year anniversary.
19th of May 2010, there was an anti-government protest stationed here at Rajaprasong area district. That day, it turns out to be a notorious bloody event when the order to disperse the protesters was put into action. Today, people who call themselves Red come together here at Rajaprasong area district again to celebrate their Red Shirt rally anniversary and to commemorate and pay tribute to those who lost their lives, to those they call heroes. And tonight, the Red Shirt leaders Kwan Chai Praipana and Thida Thawon Seth will be on stage to give a momentous speech to address the crowd about the anniversary, and also the topics will always be about fighting for democracy. And they apparently are still fighting hard for the democracy, but they wish one day will come real.
19 May 2011 is surely not just a commemoration day when considering what lies ahead in this heated political arena. The general election is approaching. Each party went through a lucky draw this morning and Pheu Thai party got number 1. The significance of this, however, Dr. Wang said,
to commemorate 1 year of April event because our colleague, our comrade has been killed here for more than 92, almost 100. So that's why we have a commemorate festival today.
But today is a turning point, right? Because today is the first day of the new hope.
It's nothing concerned with us.
Ying Lang is number 1. Yes,
you have to differentiate between the two events because the two events is accidentally occur in the same date. It's not because we planned beforehand. Because everybody know that on the 19th of May, a huge number of people has been killed here. So it's nothing concerned with the Pheu Thai party or the what you call election day.
It's predictable that the Red Shirt Rally anniversary is to showcase the political strength and to boost up energy in this election coming in July. Patsurang Desha Putrang Si, reporting for ASEAN Newsroom.